Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Reviews. Today's a review on Nile Speedcone, one of the salt flat racers from the Salt Fever episode of Cars on the Road. And probably the most prominent racer aside from McQueen and Mater in the Salt Flat episode. He had a pretty prominent role in the fact that he was actually kind of shown close up and had more than just a second of screen time. He had a good 2 or 3 seconds of screen time, in fact. So yeah, one of the more prominent racers indeed. So nice that we got him here from case, I don't know, case L, I think, case K, one of those cases. The case with Road Rumbler Mater, who's ironically enough not in the back here. But yeah, he's in that case. And yeah, a very cool release, very unique release. We'll get into that a little bit more once we open him. But yeah, very unique release. And a really cool name too, Nile Speedcone. It's the first time they've used Nile as a name. Some of the names, obviously, they do reuse. I mean, they try to be unique with their first names, but obviously sometimes the names they do reuse. But now, I think Nile Speedcone's a great name. It's he kind of looks like a cone too, almost. But yeah, there you go. There's this card art again, like the card art. Nice expression there. Let's go to the back. You got some really cool cars here on the back. Claire Gunzer has kind of become a peg warmer, to be fair, but she's still pretty cool. But yeah, it's become a peg warmer. Bill Gears, not Bill Gears. Griswold has become. He's actually been kind of rare. I haven't seen him. He's on every card back, but he's on every case. Jeremy have not seen yet in stores. These two have not. Actually, these three have not seen in stores yet. But yeah, they're all really cool as well. The dinosaur. I've not seen him either. I don't think he's been released yet, actually. I think he was supposed to be in a case, but then wasn't in that case. So maybe, hopefully he wasn't canceled. But yeah, there's some cool cars in the back. But yeah, Claire Gunzer's kind of become a peg warmer now. Every time I go into a Walmart, there's like 2 of her and 2 of K. Pillar de Revs, and usually nothing else. But did find him at a Walmart. But yeah, let's enough talking. Let's get Nile here out of the package. Very small. He's very small. They're very sealed in there very nicely. Okay, there you go. Here is Nile out of the package, and he does look great, even though is quite small, honestly. I think he's maybe a little bit undersized, honestly. I think they could have made him a little bit longer, and that would have been perfect. I do think he's a bit undersized, but it is what it is. He still looks fantastic, and like I said, really, really unique model. I mean, I haven't really seen anything like this, aside from Peggy Liner, but she was pretty long, but single, we haven't really seen anything like this. So let's get started. There's the expression. Obviously, you've got his eyes there. To grab this. There's his eyes. There's his smile. I mean, looks nice. Nice expression. Maybe could have been a little bit more something like what's in the card art, but still nice. Look there. He's happy, enjoying himself. We go to the side there. He's got this yellow stripe going from his nose here all the way down. Obviously looks very nice. Kind of reminds me a bit of the Brazilian colors, the green and the yellow there. I know the green's a bit lighter, a bit more like lime green, whereas the Brazilian green is a bit darker, but kind of reminds me a bit of Brazil there. But yeah, there you go. And then he's got some sponsors here on the side, or what I assume to be our sponsors. Or he's got a number 789 there. Intake looks like a sponsor. Can't exactly read what that says there. Mover or something maybe. Yeah, a bit blurry there. I think it's like OM and 13 maybe. Mon 13. I don't know. But you got 789 there. Or actually, that's probably 7. Yeah, 789, but then he's got 703 here, and then he's got 523 there. So I don't actually know what his number, or racing number or whatever is supposed to be. He's got 3 different numbers. This one here looks like it's probably a sponsor, but then he's got 523 there and 703 there. So I'm not exactly sure what his racing number is supposed to be. Obviously, if you look at someone like Gearston Marshall here, he's got number 04 pretty clear. That's jamming. 08 pretty clear. But Nile, I don't know. I'm assuming this is his number since it's right next to his kind of cockpit there. which also kind of, you know, you see the windows are kind of nailed shut so they won't fly off like what happened with Mater. So I'm assuming 523 is his number, but he's also got 703 there for some reason on the back. And you can see his wing kind of looks like an airplane, right? The air does look like an airplane wing on the back there, or airplane tail or whatever. But he's got two kind of, you know, yellow stripes continuing up on the tail, continuing this design here. So yeah, but it kind of does look like an airplane a little bit. It does look a bit like an airplane just without the wings, which is, you know, an interesting comparison. But I guess you know, these salt flat racer cars have to be very aerodynamic, much like airplanes. Obviously nothing, not really much on the back. He's got some vents here, and he's got the parachute, and nothing much. But yeah, he does look a bit like an airplane without the wings on the side, and the engines and stuff, kind of just the airplane fuselage and then the tail there on the back. So yeah, there you go. Very small car, not much, obviously not much room to put him, a lot of detail because of how small he is, but obviously it's like, well, he wasn't that short, so I really can't complain there. The date stamp there is pretty clear to see, S18A, 18th week of 2023. So that's what, like early May, and then he was released, you know, mid-July, August. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes they make cars like that they release in May and January, and then other times you got cars released in August, made in May. Or I guess he was released in like mid-July, but whatever. But yeah, there's the other basic one here, made in Thailand, obviously. Here's the other side of these sponsors. Again, 789, 703, 523, bunch of numbers. Don't know which one his racing number is. I'm gonna assume, like I said, 523 because that's closest to his kind of cockpit thing there. So like I brought out, like I showed you the other salt flat racers, a few of them. At least Gerson Marshall, that's jamming. Yeah, I think he's way undersized when compared to these two, because I'll put him a picture later, but in the short, he was being pushed by the truck, right? And the truck's probably going to be about, if they do release the truck, I'm going to assume he's about Gerson Marshall's size. He did not look this small compared to the truck. But I think he's a little bit undersized. Maybe he should be a little bit bigger. Like I said, that's my really one complaint, is I think he should be just a tad bigger. But he looks good. He looks good with the salt flat racers. I do like, one thing I appreciate about the salt flat racers, that they're all, you know, unique colors. You've got the slight yellow with Gerson here. You've got the lime green with Nile. You've got a gunmetal gray or a Zamac kind of coloring there on Dats. Revo Koss has a very unique teal and purple paint job. Royce has the red one. A very nice, lots of different colors. But yeah, there they are. These three at least together. Yeah, I think he's a bit small, but kind of just found the size comparison there, because there's really not much to compare Nile to. I really couldn't find much. The best I could kind of do was Formula 1 car. Francesco here, I mean, the front, the noses are kind of the same, the way they're curved. I don't know, that was really the only thing there, but yeah, they're really not that similar. I mean, the nose, like I said, the nose there, that part is kind of similar, but other than that, there's really no similarity between the two. Kluchganski as well. You know, the way the nose is pointed here kind of looks similar, but not much similarity aside from that. So yeah, he's really, really unique. Obviously a three-wheeler. Not a lot of three-wheelers in the Cars universe aside from the Pitties, like Guido. Also, obviously, Sal Macchiato and Zen Master Pitty, and then I think that's really about it on the three-wheelers. So yeah, not a lot of three-wheelers out there, but he is one of them. He's a racer. So yeah, let's put up that picture I was talking about right there. I do think he's a bit undersized. That's one thing I have to take away. He's a bit undersized, but he's still really, really cool. Does not take away from the fact, you know, from how unique he is. And yeah, I mean, just like I said, really unique model. Like the coloring, the lime green, the yellow works well together, although that's more Disney's doing and not Mattel, but I think Mattel translated the colors nicely. And they did a good job with the coloring, with all the details and stuff. Like I said, size could be a bit bigger. I think should be a bit bigger, but other than that, I mean, it's a nice release. Unique release. That one we've seen before. We're probably not going to see again, because really the only kind of cars that were like this were Peggy Liner and Nile Speedcone that were in the shorts. So, you know, probably the only time this model is going to get used is on Nile Speedcone, so he's going to be a unique casting, which is always nice to see. But yeah, I mean, really not much else to say about him. But yeah, I don't know how he ranks on my list of Salt Flat Racers, actually. I think Revo Cost is my favorite. I didn't bring him out here to compare, but does he overtake Revo Cost? I don't know. The paint job on Revo Cost is really nice, but like I said, Revo Cost is very similar to the other kind of Gerson Marshall and Royce Reveley types. They're all very similar. Here, he's completely unique, so I think, I don't know, it's a tight battle between him and Revo, but let me know what you guys think. Is Nile your favorite, or what's your favorite Salt Flat Racer? Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, that should do it for this video. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.